We can please participate through the chat so that we know if people are following. So, good afternoon, everyone. Just like she said, my name is Elizabeth Babalola, and I'll be the one taking your section. I've been told to talk to everyone about budgeting, saving, and investing, and how you can do it in a very simple way. All right, so I want to first appreciate you all for the work that you do. In the psychology of money, one of the things that was said there is that two things affect everybody in life, whether we like it or not. And the first one is our health, which is what you take care of, and we want to appreciate you for that. And the second one is money. Whether you want it or not, you spend money every day. Even if you do not spend money every day, you have spent money in order to, reduce the amount you spend it at. So technically you spend money every day. So I'll be talking about that, how to, navigate it through in a way that you spend effectively. You spend in a fulfilled way and not in a frustrated way. And that's why I'm starting with the fact that money management, when they say people should manage their money management is not about the amount, but it's about the habits that you have towards money. So whether it was when you were student nurse or whether you were when you were doing, I don't know what doctors do, clinic grant, I don't know. I don't know whether that's the name. Whether it was then or now, it's the same habit you put towards 500,000 that you put towards 1 million naira. The same habit you put towards 5,000 is the same habit you have towards 10 million naira. So no matter your salary range or what you're getting from what you do, it's still that same habit. That's why today I want to talk to you about habits that you should have, that good money habits that you should have. And the first one is budgeting. Budgeting is giving direction to your money. Most people lament that, oh, I earn, but I don't know where my money is going. I do this, but I don't know where my money is going. I don't know. Money enters my account, but I really do not know where it is. So many people face that situation because they are not taking control of their money. And how you take control of your money is through budgeting. So budgeting is giving direction to your money. If you do not budget, you cannot take control of your money. Budgeting gives a structure to your money. It helps you make informed decisions. It's because you have a budget you can know, oh, I spent on this last month. That's not good. I should reduce it. I'm spending too much on fuel. How can I reduce it? I'm spending too much on eating out. How can I reduce it? I speak to people every day, at least four every day, or let me say at least one, maximum six sometimes every day about money. And we see the situation happens until we do a template of budgeting for them and we let them see what exactly they are doing with their money and they are like, wow, so this is how I've been spending. I've not been spending the right way. So budgeting helps you know how you are spending. It helps you know what I'm spending on. What should I cut off? What should I keep doing? So someone is asking, how do I budget? I've summarized it, but uh, in a more accurate way. Budgeting starts with your need. What do I need to survive every month? Doctors don't work from home. Most doctors don't work from home. You have to go to work. So you have to think of well, you have to think of the means of transportation, you have to think of feeding, you have to think of clothing, you have to think of data, basic essential things that makes you survive every day. That's it. Needs are the basic essential thing that you need to survive every day. So that should be your first focus in your budget. And then um so we have goals. Now, what are your goals? Financial goals are goals you want to achieve aside your day-to-day need. I want to get a car. Those are saving goals for an item. I want to get a house. I want to study abroad. They are not everyday things. They are things you have to plan for. before you can achieve them. So you plan for your goals. How much can I let go out of my income every day or every month to cater for my goal? So after you are done with your need, so let's say you earn 500,000 naira, and you see that give or take, all your need for the month is 250,000 naira. So that means you have an extra 250,000 naira that you can use towards your goals and your wants. So financial goals are goals you want to achieve aside your day to day. Now, let me quickly speak about wants before I speak about the remaining part of goals, because I'm going to explain emergency fund, I'm going to explain investment goals and saving goals for an item. Want are just mere desire. Want are things that you can do without. You can do without your wants. Want are just guilty pleasure, something that you just want to satisfy yourself because I've worked, I should enjoy. Now, that is good. But what we usually just advise people is don't prioritize it. Don't spend the money for your need or the money for your goals on your want. You can plan it. Oh, I've budgeted for my goals. I've budgeted for my basic need. I've budgeted for my goals. The remaining one, I can use it to get a bag. I can use it to get a shoe. I can use it to get a clothes. That shawarma. You can plan it. So instead of you just spending it anyhow, it is advised that you plan it. Plan for that trip. Plan for that getaway. Plan for that eating out. Plan it. Don't just go ahead and just spend your money anyhow. So, what are your goals? Back to goals. Financial goals are goals you want to achieve aside your day-to-day needs. And I said it can include you saving goal for an item, emergency fund, investment goals. So let's start with emergency fund. Emergency fund are money set aside in case of an unexpected need. Health insurance is an example of an emergency. In case there is an emergency health issue. Instead of you don't have money, but at least you can start with your NHIS. Treatment can start with that. That is based on the grade that you subscribe for. So instead of you waiting and withdrawing from your investment or borrowing, an emergency fund set aside helps you to cater for this thing. Let's say, for example, when coronavirus happened, no, everybody did not have a choice. You have to just sit down at home, except if you're in a call service where your work is needed. So it was the situation of my savings saved me during those periods. That's why it's important to have a savings, because you don't know what can happen. We are not praying for bad things to happen. We are just saying that we're financially secure. So how much should you have for emergency? Ideally, you should have 3 to 6 months of your living expense. So let's say you earn 500,000 naira every month. 250,000 naira is what you spend on your basic living expense. That will be 250 times 3, that's 750,000 naira. That is the amount that you should have for emergency. So, where should you save it? Now, we don't advise that you put it in a traditional bank. What we advise is that put it in a RX savings account so that the money is not just sitting there, it is working for you. I will still explain how investment works. So let the money work for you. And how can the money work for you? Put it in a app like Ladda. Ladda is an app by Money Africa that allows you save and invest your money. So we have an emergency fund feature. Now, one thing about emergency fund is that it has to be in an account that is easily accessible. You can't put it in a place where it is locked up and you cannot access your money when you need it. No. And you should be able to withdraw without penalty. We don't want you to put it in a traditional bank because it's not working for you there. So put it in an account like Ladda where your money can work for you. Saving for an item. Goals are different, and that's why you need to be smart when saving towards a goal or an item. Now, when it comes to saving for an item, it can be school, it can be car, it can be house, anything you want to achieve. So you can achieve anything you want to achieve. You only need to be smart about it. That's why SMART specific, measurable, attainable, realistic time band can be used to achieve what you need to achieve. So, number one is that you have to be specific. Answer the question what? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? Write it down. Answer the question, how much? How much do I need to achieve it? A car, 5 million, 10 million, 50 million. Which one are you going for? How much do I need to achieve what I need to achieve? Is this attainable with my level of income? That's A, attainable. With this level of income, can I save 5 million naira? If yes, good. If it is not possible, then you ask yourself a realistic question. How do I get the money then? Should I save or ask for sponsorship? Sometimes it's not like it is you that will have to get everything you want to get in life. But planning helps you have direction. Planning is what gives you direction. So ask yourself, oh, is this attainable with my level of income? Yes, go ahead and save for it. How much is it? It's 5 million naira. Okay, if I save 5 million naira, if I save, I'm coming now, I'm trying to check. If I save 100,000 naira every month,
so we have to
how
go.
many months will I use to save? 50 months. 50 months is a lot. So you have to ask yourself, how do I get the money then?
Maybe you bring it on Monday.
Should I save or should I ask for some sponsorship? Should I ask a friend? Please, can the person talking please mute themselves? Please, can you, Dr. Stephen, I think, please, can you mute it? All right, so the last thing is time bound. Give yourself a time you want to achieve it. When do I want to achieve it? It helps you to be on your toe. It helps you to think. It helps you to plan well because you're thinking towards the future. So, for example, I want to get a laptop for 300,000 naira. I want to get a laptop by December, 300,000 naira. So if I save 100,000 naira September, October, November, I will get it by December. That's how you plan. So you have to be smart about it. Now, the next one is investment goal. Investment is how you make your money work for you. Investment is how you make your money work for you. We have short-term investments and we have long-term investments. Short-term investments is number one, the high yield savings account that I said the other time, where you can save and earn on your money. The Money Africa offers that. There is treasury bill. Treasury bill represents loans to government, and when you borrow government a loan, you get, or when you borrow anybody a loan, you get interest on it. So there is interest return. And it's available on Ladda also. You can get treasury bill on Ladda. It ranges between 3 to 12 months. That's why it's tagged as a short-term investment. And then there is commercial paper. Commercial paper represents loans to corporate organizations, borrowing Dangote your money, borrowing, different companies. They come out, they say, okay, give us your money, we'll give you back with this return. Ladda will soon start offering that also, so you can also enjoy that from Ladda. So our heat savings account is available on Ladda. Treasury bill is available on Ladda. Commercial paper is available on Ladda. Then there's mutual fund. Now, mutual fund is now the combination of these two. The combination of treasury bill, commercial paper, bonds. That is mutual fund. So it is invested in money market. All of these things are called money markets. We don't offer that yet, but options that are giving you treasury bill, commercial paper, high yield savings account. They are good options for you to invest for the short term. Now, long-term investment. Long-term investment represents ownership in a company. So, stock is that long-term investment. Sorry, I said long-term investment is an investment you're doing for a long period of time, usually 5 years and above. It's more like a retirement plan for some people. Sorry, please. The sound from Dr. Stephen is kind of disturbing. Please, is there anyone that can help with that? All right, so long-term investments, it's usually about 5 years to, it's more like a retirement plan. And what you can invest in includes stock. Stock represents ownership in a company. So when you buy a share of a company, you're becoming part of the owners of a company. And how do you earn? You earn based on the performance of the company. If the company performs well, you earn well. If the company does not perform well, you won't earn. So there is a part of capital appreciation, there is a part of dividend. So let's say you invested 100,000 naira in the stock, and in 10 years, your 100,000 naira has increased to like 1 million naira. What happened is capital appreciation. So capital appreciation is that your value in the company keeps increasing. And then there is the part of dividend. Dividend is that thank you for giving us your money. This is what we have used your money to do. Oh, take a part of it. So it's a profit shared by the company to shareholders. Now, individual stock, like I said, is based on the performance of the company. So what if the company did not perform well? So you have to be careful. You have to follow analysts. You have to, know the kind of company that you can invest in for the long term. And that's why, for busy professionals like you or beginners in investing, we usually advise ETFs. So ETFs are exchange traded fund. So it is different stock of different companies put together, and they said, come and invest in it at once. So instead of you bothering about which company should I invest in that will perform well, they have done it. It's more like a managed portfolio. They have put together the top companies and they said, come and spread your money into it. So let's take, for example, the S&P 500. S&P 500 tracks the top 500 companies in the US. So when you are investing in S&P 500, you are spreading your money across 500 companies performing well. So that's a way to spread your investment. Another investment you can do for long term is real estate. You can either invest in property, landed property, buildings, use it for rental income, use it for agriculture, or you can do fractional real estate. Fractional real estate is that you don't have the money to buy land, you don't have the money to buy a house, but you can partner with companies that are into it. So you give a part of your share to it. So there are real estate investment trusts where your money is part of what is building the real estate complex. And then there is gold also. Gold is not here, but gold is also another means to diversify your portfolio. Gold can either be that you are buying the product, you're buying the jewelry, you're buying the bar, and all of that. And gold can also be that you are investing in companies that are into gold. You don't have, because real estate and gold, they are usually alternative investments. So they are not the kind of investments that you want to do for, it requires capital intensive. It's a long-term investment, but it requires a lot of money. So a good way to enter the market if you don't have a lot of money is that you buy shares of companies that are into real estate or gold. And then there's cryptocurrency investment. It is a digital currency. Because unlike dollar and naira, you can't even see it. So you have to be very, very careful. That's why we usually advise a larger percentage of your portfolio should not be in crypto. 10% is okay. I'll still show you portfolio diversification. 10% maximum, 10% of your portfolio should be in crypto. And invest in established coins. Don't invest in coins that are just coming up because it's a decentralized market. It's a decentralized investment. Anybody can just enter the market and say, I have a coin, come and buy. So you have to be very careful. So Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, those are the ones that we advise. In investment, diversification is key. Don't put all your egg in one basket. And this is why this portfolio structure is a good one. It can be real estate, it can be gold, it can be US stock, it can be, crypto 10%, ETF 60%, fixed deposit 10%. Don't put all your egg in one basket. And alternatively, you can use your age to know how to diversify your portfolio. If you are 20 now, or you're 25, or you're 30, 100 minus 30 is 70. That means 70% of your money can go into high risk portfolio. It can go into long-term portfolio. 30% is what you can now hold on to into percentage in bond or stable assets. Now, the power of compounding. One of the most powerful tools in wealth creation is compound interest. Compound interest is called the eighth wonder of the world. So it is essentially earning interest on your interest. Now, imagine you invest and let me try and show you something now. I hope you can see the screen that I'm sharing. Okay, you can see it. Okay, so let me try and show you something. Let's say you start investing $100 every month. $100 is about 150,000, and then you do it for about 20 years or maybe 30, and then your portfolio is growing by 12%. This is an estimate. Your portfolio can do better than 12%. It can do lesser. Depends on what you invest in. And then instead of taking the income, you are adding it back to the portfolio. You are investing in that same asset, or you are diversifying into another asset. The main goal is that you are not spending that money, you are reinvesting it. How much should you have? In 30 years, you will have over $289,000. Now, that's not even the richest. The richest is that you only contributed $36,000 to get over $289,000. That is the power of compound interest. That's what we're saying. That time in the markets, the amount you invest is also very important. So don't waste time saying I will invest tomorrow. The best time to start investing is today. Bamboo allows 5,000 naira for Nigerian stock, $1 for what's it called now? US stock. So you have to be very fast. Don't wait. Ideally, 20% of your income should go into investing. If you are earning 100,000, about 20,000 naira should go into investing. We know Nigeria can be funny with increase in price and all of that. If it is 10% you can do, start. If it is 5% you can do, start. Timing the market is better than timing of the market where you're saying, I'll buy it when it is low. I'll buy it. No, start, because that's how compound interest can work for you. And I believe this is just an hour webinar. It can make the difference. That it is. I believe it has sparked up something in you that can help you make a difference with your investments. So you can also read more book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Mindset of a Millionaire, The Richest Man in Babylon. Those are books that can help you think and grow rich. Intelligent Investor. Those books will help you to have an understanding of how financial markets works, investing works. What does it really mean to invest? So remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The foundation is very important. Take action and start building the financial future. Thank you. So I'll be glad to answer your question.
Yeah, okay. So that's a very brilliant speech and talk from Ms. Elizabeth. So note in mind to join our healthcare academic community group for updates on upcoming course and resources like this. It is free and simple. Just send a text to our WhatsApp saying join healthcare academy. So now we'll be moving on to the question and answer discussion. So raise So raise a hand or sticker if you want a question. You can also unmute yourself and ask questions now.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. Thanks for the beautiful presentation. It is highly appreciated. Yeah, so my question is, like we know, we talk about investment, which is like a key point. We know what is coming on ground is the development of AI. And I know there are companies which are offering stuff about AI and investment. So I don't know if how can somebody get opportunities into stuff like that, like for future purposes, like okay, AI, how can I invest into it that my money can be working for me in the sector? Do you have any idea of how to go about it, opportunities or stuff like that? Thank you, sir.
Um, okay, thank you for the question. What I would say is that it's based on your understanding of the companies that are into it. When it comes to investing, you have to ask yourself, does this company have the ability to innovate? Do they have good leaders? Do they have room for expansion? So when you ask yourself all of these questions and you have seen the companies that are into it, then you can go ahead and invest. So when it comes to opportunity, it's not just about uh, okay, go ahead and invest in it, go ahead and invest. It's about your understanding of it, which is what we do during our one-on-one section. We do our best to enlighten our clients about what they can invest in. So there is a section for that. We offer a one-on-one section, to a personalized one-on-one section to help individuals understand what they can invest in. So it takes a lot of knowledge, a lot of reading, the talks of you following financial news to understand what is going on in the financial market. And if you want to make it easy for yourself, you can just book a one-on-one section. I hope that answers it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So anyone can ask questions now, and you can also put your question in the chat box for Miss Elizabeth to go through them.
Okay, hello, good afternoon. Thank you very much for the session. Please, I'd like to ask, where do you recommend, like they say before you invest in stocks, you have to do your research on the company, you have to follow financial news and everything. So what are the websites or what are the platforms you recommend for people to read up on Nigerian stocks and US stocks? Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. Bamboo, I recommend Bamboo, although there are quite other ones. Bamboo, I like the UI UX design. So I usually recommend Bamboo. Bamboo, then there's Tro, there's Chaka, there's I Invest. We have a lot of them, but if you want to do both Nigeria and US stock together, you can use Bamboo, Tro, Chaka. Those are good options.
Okay, thank you. I was actually asking for like where you could read up on the companies, not necessarily the apps that you've used
Okay,
best. Yes, yes.
okay. I get your question now. Africa Prudential, they have done a great work of listing out most Nigerian stock. Yahoo Finance is for global US stock. I mean, you'll be able to get information about each stock there. Global stock, I mean US stock majorly. You'll be able to get information of how they have performed. So investing.com, Financial Times, those are good options. But for Nigeria, you can go to NGX. NGX is Nigerian Exchange Group, that's the company in charge of investments in this country. Go to their website to get good information from there. Africa Prudential is also an alternative to get information. Yes, so for global ones, Yahoo Finance, Financial Times, investing.com, those are good options.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's a brilliant one. And the floor is still open for more questions. You can unmute your mic to ask questions or write them in the chat box, please.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Elizabeth, for that really good presentation. So my question is, you mentioned the emergency funds. For people that, even the salary, because for an average practitioner in Nigeria, that's why you have the Japa syndrome. For people that even your salary is not even like, how will I put it, it's not enough to um, to cover all your expenses, how do you suggest we build up our emergency funds, and how do you suggest we start the investment? What percentage can best work for somebody that the source of income is still like you need practically almost 90% of your source of income for your monthly stability?
Like I said, thank you for the question. Like I said during the section, you necessarily do not have to like start with 20%. If it is 5%, you can start with 10%, you can start with 15%. Anyhow, you can start. If it is 1,000 naira daily, if it is 500, just start. That's the idea. Start. You don't have to wait till you have all the money. Just start. Because we understand how the country can be. You want 50,000 naira you used to buy food stuff this month, it can increase to 200,000 naira. So a lot of things happen. You understand that, and that's why we're saying don't be limited because of distance. They will keep happening, right? Except if the government, if they keep working on the reform and the fact. But then you start. Don't wait till you have it all. Start.
Thank you so much, Miss Elizabeth, for that beautiful and intelligent teaching. So if anyone wish to book a one-on-one session, you could contact us for you to further your classes. And thank you so much, Miss Elizabeth, once again. That's a really brilliant teaching. Note that you can join our healthcare academic community group for updates on upcoming courses and resources. It is free and simple. Just send a text message to our WhatsApp DM saying join healthcare academy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth, once again, and thank everyone again. Thank you.
You're welcome.